Yamuna Tira Vanna Kimidam sit kuto veti deva deva navedmyaham sarvato muhamayati teja paramadvaru. So, Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. We have discussed about Brahmastra. It is almost similar to the modern nuclear weapon or bomb, but it is made with chemicals. But this Brahmastra is made a mantra. That is the subtle way. Modern science has not reached to that point of subtle existence. Therefore, they cannot understand how transmigration of the soul takes place. Modern science has no knowledge, imperfect knowledge. They see the gross body, but they have no knowledge about the subtle body. But the subtle body is there. Just like we do not see your mind, but I know that you have got mind. You do not see my mind, but you know that I have got mind. Mind, intelligence and ego. My conception, identity, I am, that conception is there. That is ego. And my intelligence and my mind, you cannot see. Neither I can see. Therefore, how the mind, intelligence and personal identity or egotism carries the soul to other body, they do not see it. They cannot see it. They see the gross body is stopped. Everything is stopped. The gross body is burnt into ashes, therefore they think everything is finished. Bhasya bhutasya dehasya kuta punaragavana bhavet. The atheist class, they will think like that. But with poor fund of knowledge, they think that I see the body is now burnt into ashes. Then where is the soul? So there is no soul, there is no God. It is all imagination. But not that is fact, not that is the fact. The fact is that the gross body is finished. But the subtle body is there. Mona buddhi ahankar. Bhumirapanalo vayo khangamano buddhi nigachu. Prayam itassu viddhimi prakitim para. So, the action and reaction of the subtle thing, subtle matter. Mind is also matter, but subtle matter. Very fine. Just like sky, ether. Ether is also matter, but it is very subtle, fine. And finer than the ether is the mind. And the finer than the mind is the intelligence. And finer than the intelligence is my egotism, I am, this conception. So they have no knowledge. Therefore, they can manufacture weapon or bomb with the gross things. The chemicals, that is gross. But this Brahmastra is not gross. This is also material, but it is made of subtle things, mind, intelligence and ego. Therefore, Arjuna is asking Krishna, I do not know where from it is coming, where from this such high temperature is coming. It is stated here, Teja Parama Dharunam. The temperature is so high, intolerable. So, we should ask the authority. Krishna is the best authority. So Arjuna is asking from him, Kimidam sit puto vedi. My dear Krishna, where from this temperature is coming? Kimidam is Deva Deva. Why he is asking to Krishna? Because Krishna is the Deva Deva. Here we have got many millions of different varieties of life, 8,400,000 varieties of life. Out of them, we, human form of life, and above this, the demigods in the higher planetary system. Their standard of living, their duration of life is many, many times higher, superior than ours. Just like our standard of life, we are human beings. It is better than the uncivilized man. And the uncivilized man's standard of life is better than the animal life. Nunanga mahatanga tattva jiva jivasya jivanam. The uncivilized man, they cannot produce food. Therefore, they kill animals. In the forest, they live. And they kill some animals and eat. They have no such knowledge that the forest can be cleared and we can till the ground and we can get very nice food stuff, food grains, vegetables, so many things. Krishi, agriculture. So the land is there, but this uncivilized man does not know how to get the necessities of life from land. They do not know. Otherwise, in the land, everything is there. It is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sarvadugha Mahi. Sarvadugha. Sarma Kama Dugha Mahi. Kama. Kama means the necessities. We can get all the necessities of our life from the land. The land is so important. But the uncivilized man, they do not know how to utilize the land. Therefore, they commit sinful activities for their existence. Instead of utilizing land for the necessities of life, unnecessarily, although they are civilized, they should not have done so. They are killing animals. The animal killing is for the uncivilized man. One who cannot get the necessities of life by intelligence, just like modern civilized man. They are getting, suppose, so many machines, say motor car, a very useful vehicle. But where from it is obtained? From the land. What is the motor car ingredients? It is a combination of matter, earth, water, air, fire. You get iron, put it to the fire and melt it and then get the wheel. Similarly, so many things. Tejo Bharimit Vinimayam. Material civilization means Tejo Bharimit Vinimayam. Exchange of fire, water and earth. That's all. is just like you see nice doll. What is this nice doll? Tejo Bharimit Vinimayam. There is earth, water, fire. You mix the earth with water and make it a nice doll and put it in the fire and then color it. It will appear just like a very, very beautiful girl. But it is not a fact. Similarly, the whole material world is nothing but an imitation of the spiritual world by intermixture of earth, water and fire. And nothing else. But because we are not beyond this material existence, we are in the material, I am identifying with this body. Therefore, I am thinking that after the finish of this body, everything is finished. This is Askelda. Atheism. But Krishna gives information. Na hannate hannamane sarire. This is right information. Krishna, the supreme authority, gives you the information that don't think that this body is finished, therefore everything is finished. No, not everything finished. The soul is being carried by the subtle body. The example is given just like when the air passes through the rose garden and you smell very nice fragrance. You cannot see what is that fragrance, but you experience that there is some fragrance. Where from? Sometimes you inquire, where from this fragrance coming? You cannot see. Similarly, the soul is very, very small, small particle of the same ingredient as Krishna. Mamayivangsa. Mamayivangsa jiva. Jiva is very small particle of the same ingredient as Krishna's body. Satchidananda Vigraha. Ishara Parama Krishna. Satchidananda Vigraha. So we have got our Vigraha, very small. That is also stated in the Shastra. Kesagra sadabhagasya sadadha kalpitasya. 1/10,000 part of the tip of the hair. We cannot even imagine what is the length and breadth of the hair. But the soul is 1/10,000 part. So how you can see the soul? That small particle is being carried by the subtle body, mind, intelligence and ego, and it is pushed through the semina of the father into the womb of the mother, and another body is manufactured in due course of time, and it comes out and what? This is called transmigration of the soul from one body to another. That body is given by superior examination. Jamaraj fixes up what kind of body this soul will get. Karmana daivanatrena. Just like in the court, there is case and the magistrate decides what kind of punishment this criminal should be awarded. So similarly, here in this material world, we are simply engaged in sinful activities. Here the so-called pious and impious, that is simply imagination. Really, if I am actually pious, I should not get this material body. Just like to remain in the prison house means criminal. You may be a first-class prisoner, it doesn't matter. But you are a prisoner, you are a criminal. Sometimes the big politicians, they are put into the jail and they're given all comforts. But that does not mean he is not a criminal. He is a criminal. Either he may be Gandhi or anyone. Because he is put into the jail, he is a criminal. Similarly, anyone who is enwrapped with this material body is a criminal. Is a criminal. Either he may be in the heavenly planet or in this earthly planet or in the cats and dogs life or insect or aquatics. There are varieties of life. Every one of us, as long as we are put into this material body, it is to be understood that we are all criminal. Therefore, Krishna says, Jisam tu antagatanga papam jananang punyakarmanam te dandamaha nirmuktya bhajanti mangadirabrata. The Krishna bhajan is not so easy thing. Jisam tu antagatanga papam. One who is completely free from the reaction of papa, he cannot take to Krishna consciousness. But in the ordinary way, karma, according to karma, just like you are working to earn some money, businessman, karma. So ordinary way, you have to work very hard, day and night, to get some money. Suppose if you want 1 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees, you have to work for it. But there is another way. Suppose one rich man gives you that you haven't got to work, take this 1 lakh rupees or 1 crore rupees, you take it. There is another way. Ordinary way, to accumulate crores of rupees, it may not be possible in your life. But if some friend or some rich man becomes kind upon you and delivers you, take it. You can get it immediately, without any hard labor. Similarly, Krishna, the supreme rich man, supreme rich being, is offering you. Sarvadharman parityajya manga. You haven't got to do anything. Come on, you surrender unto me, and I give you immediately liberation. Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshishyami ma sucha. There is no anxiety. So, that is Krishna. He can give you immediately liberation. Simply you have to surrender. Therefore he is Deva Deva. Sometimes we go to this demigod, to that demigod for some material perfection or ultimate liberation. But Krishna can give you liberation within a second. That is Krishna. Within a second. Otherwise, it is not very easy. Arujjakachena paranga padanga tata patanti adha anadrita dusmadangraya. The Gyanis, they are trying for liberation and undergoing very severe type of austerity and penances. Krichena. Krichena means very severe type of austerities they undergo, but still they fall down. Arujya krichena parang padang tata patanti adha anadita dusmadang haya. One who does not understand Krishna, then his knowledge, his so-called Gyan, maybe to some extent it is perfect, but it is not completely perfect. Completely perfect will be possible when you understand Krishna. So if you go on the ordinary way, from the karma platform to Jnana platform, from Jnana platform to Yoga platform, but ultimately you have to come to the bhakti platform. If you do not come to the bhakti platform, then there is no question of liberation. That is not possible. You can get better position by karma, jnana, yoga. Suppose a yogi, he can achieve many wonderful things. Suppose we can fly in the sky by airplane, many hundreds of miles we can. But a yogi, within a second, he can reach even the sun planet. That yogic perfection is there. Prapti Siddhi, it is called Prapti Siddhi. A perfect yogi, simply by catching the beam of sunlight, he can go to the sun planet. He can go to the moon planet within a second. That is called Yoga Siddhi. But even if you go to the sun planet and moon planet by Yoga Siddhi or material science, then what is the profit? There is no profit. Krishna says, Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartina arjuna. Even if you approach the topmost planet, Brahmalok, you have to come back again. Again come back, again become grass, and again be eaten by cows, and again somebody drinks milk, and he gets the seminar, again gives you birth in the womb of woman. These subtle laws, they do not know how things are happening in the subtle ways. Therefore, Arjuna knows, but for our education, he is asking Krishna, where from this high temperature is coming? Kimiram sit kuto veti devadiva namedi. We cannot understand. It is not possible. So many things are there, even in this material world. We cannot understand. We cannot get full information. But if we take Krishna's instruction, he is giving personally the instruction in the Bhagavad Gita. If we take care of them, then we can understand everything very easily. Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that simply by understanding Krishna, you can understand everything. Dasmini vigyate sarvamidam vigyatam bhavanti. So this is the all perfect knowledge, perfect culture, perfect advancement of civilization. So everyone should take to it, and all questions should be answered by Krishna. You take it and become a perfect man. Thank you very much.
Sound high. Hare Krishna. Please excuse me, I've been requested to do this, but I, lost my voice, so please excuse me. So today's class begins with Srila Prabhupada is pointing out at the very beginning a Brahmastra. Yes, and can anybody, and this Brahmastra been thrown by who? Dronacharya, that's right. And Brahmastra, is made of, how this Brahmastra was being made. Mantra. By mantra. So he was saying that Brahmastra and today's modern nuclear weapon or bomb is the same. So what is the difference with how the nuclear bomb has been created? Yes, in the back. Chemicals, yes. The modern chemical, which is the material thing. So this Brahmastra, and we can see the difference. Brahmastra has been made by mantra, how powerful that mantra may be. And this mantra has come from subtle form of ours, yes. We just sum up the whole thing, what we just heard, which is mind, intelligence, and false ego. So mantra can be so powerful. And then Srila Prabhupada went on, this modern scientist has no knowledge of subtle aspect. You see, the whole lecture was all about the subtle aspect of our life every single day. So, and he actually also told them that they don't have, do they have a complete knowledge, the scientist? No, they have an imperfect knowledge. That's what Srila Prabhupada pointed out. And why they have imperfect knowledge, Srila Prabhupada goes on saying so many things. Now, what is their understanding? This is scientist. What is their understanding? They reckon that when body dies, everything is finished. That's why they do not recognize the subtle aspect. But he says, Srila Prabhupada pointing out, is that, but we know, we all have mind, we all have our intelligence, and we all have our ego. That we know, though it is a subtle form we can't actually see. So this is just, we are summing up. And then the scientists, modern scientists, are pointing out that when the body dies, there is no soul and no God. What kind of view is that? That is, who says things like that? There is no God. Atheistic people. That's right. Atheistic people, they don't believe in that kind of thing. Now, Srila Prabhupada is pointing from the body that, the body, how the body is being made from the matter. What is this material element body is made of? Yes. Water, fire, ether, yes. Earth, air, water, fire, and ether. This is the gross body. Is there any subtle body also we have? Subtle body, so we have, thank you so much. Subtle body also there. Mind, intelligence, and false ego. So, okay. And then he says that how the soul goes to the another body. Yes. That subtle body being carried, the soul being carried by the subtle body and goes to another body in the of the mother. I mean, so beautifully, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning all of these things. And that knowledge that today's scientists have, no. That knowledge to modern scientists they don't have. Now Srila Prabhupada is saying that soul is very, very small particle. And how small? Tip of the hair, yes. And the measurement? 1/10,000 of the tip of the hair. I should be saying yes, not But anyway, you understand. 1/10,000 part of the tip of the hair. And it is actually, goes in that smallest, so small. This is, what is the transmigration of the soul? Srila Prabhupada said, this is called transmigration of the soul. Transmigration of the soul is exactly what you just said. The soul, Jai Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai, Sri Gaur Nitai ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Transmigrations of the soul is this, the smallest particle, it is so small, is actually been carried, the soul been carried by the subtle body. The body is there, right? We just explained two parts. One is the gross body, other one is the subtle body. Gross body dies, finished. Then there is a subtle body. What happens to the subtle body? Does it die? It doesn't die, right? It means the subtle body carries the soul and then put into another body. Goes to the mother room finally, and I think, yes, and there, what kind of body that particular soul will get? Who decides that? Jamaraj, exactly. Jamaraj decides. It's very much Srila Prabhupada given example as a magistrate. Like magistrate decide what kind of punishment people should get according to their whatever they have done. Then he goes on. Then Arjuna, this is the bit I like it very much. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Deva Deva. You know, so many names Krishna has, but this is Deva Deva, he is addressing him. And as you can see, whenever there is a bomb, we know how powerful, we can see the bomb, nuclear bomb I'm talking about. We can see how powerful, but this Brahmastra is so powerful, they can't see, but yet they can feel the heat. And that's what, so subtle form is so very powerful. From Srila Prabhupada's lecture, we can imagine that. We can't really imagine, but to some degree. So this tremendous amount of heat is, where is it coming from? He asked that question to Deva Deva. Then Srila Prabhupada pointed out about why Krishna is the topmost. He says there are how many millions of living entities? 8 million. Everybody knows. 400,000. The human being at 4,000. Anyway, 400,000. Then he says the topmost, the demigods, then the civilized man, then uncivilized man, then the animal. These are the categories. But the topmost, but Krishna has been addressed as a demigod, Deva Deva, topmost person. And how did he explain about that this category of people? This category of people, say for instance, there is a land, how this category of people will be utilizing? He mentioned that there. You have to be a little loud, I'm kind of deaf, you know. Yes. Civilized men, demigods' life is far, far superior than us. But civilized men, they will utilize the land, they will cultivate the land and create the necessities for their existence. But uncivilized men, he mentioned there, uncivilized men they do not know, they have no knowledge. Srila Prabhupada early at the very beginning said that these scientists, modern scientists, have an incomplete knowledge. And that's why he's just justifying by giving so many examples. So, but the animal, uncivilized men, what they do, they don't know, they have no knowledge to cultivate the land, so they kill the animal. So these are the propensities we have. So you can see different people have a different way of seeing things. Then he says the material civilization actually made of, there's a Sanskrit word, 3 Sanskrit words he mentioned, Tejo, Bari, Vinimayam. He mentions that. Tejo, Bari, Vinimayam means fire, water, and earth. These are the material aspect the modern scientists, they put together. He given a doll example of a doll, how beautifully you can do that. Car example he has given also. The iron burn and then you put into fire and make a beautiful car. Now then he was telling us that there are 2 types of people, pious and impious. So are they really pious?
He said that if you're pious, it's like being a first-class criminal.
Yeah, everybody is criminal here, those who have taken a birth in this planet. That's what he mentioned. Maybe we are all prisoner here. That's right, we are all prisoner here. Maybe we are first-class prisoner. But after all, first class, second class, third class. But we are all prisoner here. He mentioned that. And we are actually enwrapped with our material body. Very different varieties of bodies, he mentioned. Cats, dogs, demigods, human being. Everybody criminal. He says, the Sanskrit verse, Tesham Antagata papam jananam punna karmanam. Then he goes on saying about the if you want to have lots of money, lakhs of rupees. Rupees, I think he mentioned. He didn't mention dollar or anything. No, I think so, rupees. So if you have to collect millions or lakhs of rupees, you have to work very hard. He's giving here, he's comparing with Krishna what he can do. But if someone comes, we have to, now for example, the business, let's start that. So if you want to collect 1 lakh of rupees, we have to do a lot of hard work. Yes. And that will take months. But whereas if someone comes and gives you, say, here is your rupees, that's it. You don't need no hard labor or anything. He was pointing out that. Basically, he was just telling us to surrender to Krishna. And he given the verse there as Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja. So Krishna can give us, how long would it take for Krishna to give us liberation? Second. In a second he will give us a liberation. That is so nice. Huh? And then he goes on saying that if we really want complete, perfect knowledge, he's actually addressing them, the modern scientists, saying if you need the perfect knowledge, you need to know who? Krishna. Yes, Krishna we need to know. Then he goes on about these yogis, the karma yogi, jnana yogi, yogi also. But bhakti yoga, actually he is mentioning the platform, karma platform, then jnana platform, then a yoga platform, and then finally got to come to which platform? Bhakti platform. That's right. Without bhakti platform, nothing is possible. Now he also give an example, though they are very powerful. Yogis are very powerful by the catching the beam of the sunlight. They can go to the sun planet. No, he mentioned that there. So how powerful they can be. But then he said, what's the profit? No profit. They come down again. Here, again, transmigration of the soul he mentioned. Can somebody tell me that? How did he mention? Even Brahma Loka, what is that verse he mentioned? Brahma Bhuvana Loka. Even if you go to the topmost Loka, Brahma Loka, you have to come down again. What do you become? You become then cows drinking, cows is munching that grass, and then cows, then what happens? Sorry, I can't just... cows drinking that grass, and then what happens to cows? Produces milk, and that milk gets drunk by human. That produces semen, and that finally ended up in the womb of the mother. This process, he says, they have no idea. This is transmigration of the soul in a very subtle way. Everything is very subtle. He also mentioned, I forgot to mention it at the very beginning, that he said that ether sky, which is lighter, very lighter, lighter than the ether is mind. Lighter than the mind is intelligence. Then lighter than the intelligence is egotism. So you see, this is the way he has presented to all of us to trust Krishna. And finally he says what? If we understand Krishna, then we will understand everything. That's it. Perfect person gives us perfect answers to all our questions, and that is Krishna. And if we understand this, then if we understand this method of subtle thing is there side by side in the gross, if we understand this perfectly, then what do we become? We become perfect. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you for tolerating me. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram,